Good afternoon, dear colleagues. We start our event, and today, on the 13th of June 2018, USAID starts contest for 25 consolidated communities for DOBRE program, US DOBRE program. The program that assists in decentralization, and today's event is broadcast online and on Facebook of page of DOBRE program. And I would like to introduce our speakers. First Deputy Minister of Regional Development, Construction, Housing and Communal Services of Ukraine, Viacheslav Nehoda, Director of USAID DOBRE program, Barry Reid. Welcome. Head of the Associations of the United Territorial Communities, and he is also head of Novoukrainsk United Community of Oleksandr Korinnyi, and the head of Tsarychansk United Community, Hennadii Sumskyi. So before passing the floor to our speakers, I would like to remind to everyone who watch us, I would like to say how it's all started. Starting 25th of October 2016, when the DOBRE program announced the partnership with communities, and 63 communities applied. The most active were communities from Dnipropetrovsk and Territorial Oblast, and local communities, rural communities were most active. And the representatives of DOBRE program, they say that the strongest came from the towns. And the second happened on the 26th of April 2017. And 25 communities participated, and 69 communities applied for the program. And 78 participants of the first round applied for the second round. And according to the results of the two cohorts, so we have such division. 7 oblasts, the leaders are Dnipropetrovsk and Ternopilska Oblast. There are 12 communities, Mykolaiv Oblast, 8 communities, Ivano-Frankivsk 7, Kherson 5, and 3 in Kirovohradsk and 3 in Kharkiv Oblast. Viacheslav Andronovich, in 2017, in April, you addressed the communities when the winners were announced, and you stated that you expect that international support will improve the situation and will help to get rid of Soviet past, and they won't rely on state when dealing with local problems. And you said that DOBRE program can improve efficiency of decision making and the use of opportunities provided by decentralization. And also you said that people should take decisions themselves. And we had 400 communities, and now we have 705 communities, so there is great competition. So what are your advice to the program, DOBRE program? Good afternoon, dear friends. First of all, I would like to start, and I would like to thank DOBRE program, USAID agency, for this support that is provided to Ukraine concerning decentralization reform. And this is reform that is the key reform that is directed, first of all, to creation of efficient local governance that should be in efficient territorial communities. And our joint aim is to do everything possible in order not to just transfer obligations and responsibilities and resources, but also responsibility and cooperation between local government and communities. in order not to just expect something that someone from the top, from the ministry or from the center, that they provide funds and would deal with some repair works or something else. So people should work at the local level, and due to DOBRE program, we deal in a good way with this task, and we achieve our goal. And those communities who participate in DOBRE program, and we have the story of success, and we may say that they really made a big step ahead, because this help that is provided by experts of the program, this is really of high value, because they have to help to develop strategy and prepare the drafts of regional development trainings that are provided. And also we have problems with local governance, because the volume of resources that we have in the local budgets, it now increased if we compare it with the data of before 2015, but we lack knowledge, we lack specialists who can efficiently use these resources. So I would like once again to stress that DOBRE program is one of the most successful programs. And due to this program, we find communities that become leaders, that become example for others. And also there is a goal that due to this example, others can overcome their problems, because some communities, they need this help, they need this perception that they can succeed in this. And I would like to provide some figures. We carried out a monitoring recently, and according to the results of decentralization in April, during January till April this year, if we compare with the same period last year, we have the budgets increased more than 30%, 31%, and in communities this is more than 60, not even 30 in local budgets. I mean, in local budget 22%, and in territorial communities this is more than 60%. So we see dynamics and the increase of the efficiency of the work of the local communities that were unified, and they work better than other communities. So they become different communities with other views, with greater responsibility, and I believe that this is also the great result of the work of DOBRE program. Thank you. We see that this is
Програма «Добре» і Мінрегіон шукають ці цікаві кейси, успішні громади або вчать їх бути успішними. З іншого боку, громади шукають програму «Добре» і шукають ці можливості, які можна отримати сьогодні міжнародними.
Communities, they search for in these agencies, and people wrote, they phoned us, and they commented on Facebook pages, and there are several comments. How to participate in your program? Well, when do you plan to provide this program for Lviv Oblast? Where can I address in Kharkiv for participation in this program? I represent Baltska United Territorial Community. What about the target regions? Sinelnik town want to get united. So I heard about the competition, so people are interested in the program. I read that you broaden the program, whether you are going to help with the utility services? And what about the selection to the DOBRE program and how to join the project? This is the main question. And this question
Okay, so thank you, First Deputy Minister. The Minregion is such a great partner, and so we're to work with the ministry. They're so helpful, and of course the fabulous mayors we brought today. So many of the mayors are they're great to work with. They're so supportive of what we're trying to do, and they're helpful in spreading the word to others. So today we're talking about extending the program to an additional 25 communities. So if you are in one of our 7 target oblasts, you may apply. There's an application form. Starting soon, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we will hold information sessions in each oblast, and we will invite all the amalgamated communities in our oblast to come learn more about the program, receive an application form, go over the application, ask any questions they want, and really get any information they want. So that'll be happening in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And after that, communities, and in our 7 oblasts, the communities need to be over 5,000 citizens. That is the minimum we've established for this cohort. And so there are, I think, 98 Hromada who are eligible in our 7 oblasts. So those 98 will be able to get the application form, and they have to fill them out and return them to the DOBRE program by July 27th. And they can contact our regional offices to get more information and assistance after these information sessions that we'll have. So, and then on after July 27th, DOBRE and the ministry will convene to review the applications. There's a scoring system and criteria for the process. And by the middle of August, we will select finalists, probably 30 to 35 communities. And then we will spend the next few weeks actually going and visiting each community, as well as giving them some tests, some tasks they need to complete to show how well organized they are, how they can get their community involved in different activities. So this time, unlike the previous 2 cohorts, it'll actually be a 2-part selection process. So the application, and then for the finalists, kind of a testing where we go through and see it in action, you know, what the communities are capable of. So then by the second half of September, again, DOBRE and the ministry will then select the final 25 and we'll begin work. So in the meantime, you can also find the application and the information about the process on decentralization.gov.ua. You can find it at the Ukraine Crisis Media Center website, and you can find it on the Programa DOBRE Facebook page. You can find more information as well. So that's the basic process for cohort 3. So first application due July 27th, then there'll be the second test for the finalists, and then by the end of September, we'll have the next 25, and then we'll start work. So.
Дякуємо, Бері. Скажіть, будь ласка, пане Геннадію Сумський, мене 2 питання. Чи так от легко і просто бути в програмі «Добре»? Що би ви побажали учасникам і бажаючим 3-ї когорти, які бажають долучитися?
Ми розпочали нашу
We started our cooperation with the DOBRE project before we amalgamated. When elections were planned, we compiled an application. It was supported, and we were one of 25 winners of the DOBRE project. Our presentation was the best in Ukraine. And I would like to remind Mr. Bererit that he promised to shoot a promotional video about us. He knows what I'm talking about. The main result, our result is the strategy which has been drawn of the development of our community until 2025. This strategy has been drawn up. We drafted it for 6 months. People didn't understand why we need the strategy and what it means. It includes 4 goals, strategic goals, 24 objectives, and 85 assignments or measures. The strategy, I think, comply with all European requirements. When it has been compiled, we have developed the first pilot project on education. Then our community members understood why we drafted it, why we spent 6 months for this. This was our first step in cooperation with DOBRE. After that, we continued cooperation with DOBRE project. We took part in all grant programs. We won the grants for modernization of school education, development of the system of education.
це було за кошти американських з партнерів було придбано
US partners, funds, we bought a telescope, a drone. After that, we developed the plan of improvement of services. It was hard to prove that we need it, but we have managed to prove and to communicate to our US partners that we really need this. Now we are introducing the equipment for video conferencing and sessions, and we will have this shooting of our local government sessions. This complies with anti-corruption legislation, and we have been cooperating on anti-corruption issues with DOBRE in different areas. Our local governance staff has passed trainings. Our activists also participated in the trainings, and our deputies of our council. We also had study tours. Thanks to DOBRE program, we demonstrated that our developments could be shared among our united communities. I would like to address other united communities. If you really care about development of your communities, please join DOBRE program. Oleksandr Korinnyi, could you tell us, Tsarychansk community has been working with DOBRE from April 2017. How do you manage to do all these activities in all the areas, to involve community members? Or your cooperation differs from the one we heard about a minute ago? Colleagues, good afternoon to everyone. Unfortunately, as of October 2016, we were not selected it was our first application, but when we filed the second application, we joined our colleagues and we are among 50 top best amalgamated communities. What is DOBRE program? Two accents. Today we are talking that real communities, best cases can start where there is a competition for resources, for ideas, for creative and novelty. So the next 25, which will be selected soon, this is about competition, about better opportunities. If some heads of communities think that they can achieve these results without some cooperation by their own alone, this is not so. They will fail. I have 51 persons of staff. We have good practitioners, consultants in DOBRE. If I also count DOBRE experts, this is another 50 experts. In Tsarychansk, we, for example, had some questions how to modernize some business area, and then we asked for workshops from DOBRE program. For example, we want to create accessible sports grounds in every district of our town, but we do not know how to do that. We have not had this before, how to use gymnasiums, but Lviv community has such experience, so we visited Lviv. 12 our members, our delegation visited Lviv community thanks to DOBRE program, and now we understand how to implement this project. So this is additional powerful resource. We have we experience the lack of staff, experienced staff, high qualified creative staff who can use small resources and achieve great results. Talking about assistance, expertise, novelty, then join DOBRE program, apply. What we have, what results do we have when the specialists from DOBRE first attended us, being ahead of the community? I had many questions. I faced many tasks, problems, challenges, leadership, the management of finances and budget. I didn't know how to do that. Provision of services, participation of community member. I have never thought that our community members will vote for security, but they did that. So thank you very much. We met with private businessmen, with agricultural companies representatives, community activists. You see this on the photos, along with DOBRE experts, and every visitor offers some solutions. We have conducted over 25 workshops, meetings, discussions. The DOBRE experts, they cooperated with our volunteers. We have a team of volunteers. We have 17 applications filed for mini projects from this team of volunteers, and this team is always with us. And many people join us. Fundraising, public budget. Some of these issues were new for us as concerns many projects. When we read the research questionnaire results, we have changed even the strategy of our development, its priorities. the new articles of Novoukrainsk Town Council. We now have the new edition, new version of this article. We have made 150 amendments to the articles, and we understood that we are not as transparent as we thought before. So in 7 regions, among 7 regions, we won in this competition. We were recognized the most transparent thanks to these articles which have been amended. We have 4 components of DOBRE program. One of most important areas is local economic development. The ideas such as skate park, I have never thought that it is needed, but when we questioned our children, 7, 8 of 10 children said they need it. So now really they use this skate, they use rolls and they use this skate park. Today we do not have a single big park. We have applied for creation of this park. Thank you for accepting our application. We took part in the investment forum where we shared ideas with other participants. The first school of debates, this is educating new self-governance. The best debate club, I think, was in Mariupol. Mariupol participants visited us, they demonstrated us how to do this, and we will establish the debate school of regional level. And we have already conducted several debates. I would like to thank specialists for engagement of new experts. And I know now that my specialists, they are visiting different workshops in the scope of DOBRE program, and after they have been trained, they can contribute much to the community development. 3 NGOs are active in budgeting, in conducting any our town level
робота, яку зробили
event.
добре. Я щиро дякую за те, що ми потрапили у фотовиставку «Нові обличчя нових громад», де наш учнівський парламент, який вже 5 років поспіль кращий в області, був відзначений за активну діяльність. Ірина Геращенко вручила діткам годинник Верховної Ради України. Для них це сьогодні величезне таке натхнення. Вони роблять дуже гарні речі. Я впевнений, що ця молодь дуже скоро або підсилить нас, або якщо ми не будемо відповідати на той час їхнім баченням, то замінить ефективно. Під час проєкту «Добре» Берій міг дізнатися, які гарні короваї печуть в Новоукраїнці. Добре, що він фізично готовий, втримав його. Я дякую за ту гру «Світ громад». Я не хочу вже спускатися далі по цим мікропроєктам і всім, які були. Я впевнений, що у нас їх буде ще дуже багато. Але я хочу сказати своїм колегам, якщо відверто, я хотів би, щоб в третій хвилі 25 громад не набралось учасників. Ми би подалися ще раз. Ну, чого ділити на 75, те, що можна поділити на 50.
Apply if it is possible. I would like to add, as a head of the community, I have been the partner of DOBRE program for a long time. I would like to cooperate with DOBRE program, helping in selection, competition, and I hope that the third wave, the third round will not be the last. Maybe then the fourth wave starts, and you will continue helping to develop our communities in future as well. Thank you, Oleksandr. Dear amalgamated communities, if you want twice a month workshops and trainings, it was said that 25 workshops were conducted during a year, or 35 community members will visit you. This is 3 times a month. So you are welcome to DOBRE program. We are waiting for your applications. So we should think already about the catering, about the accommodation in your communities. I would like to give the time for round of questions and answers now.
Please introduce yourself first. Andrei Megil, Institute of Liberalism. So you had 2 waves, 2 cohorts. And what are the biggest challenges? And the recommendations. For those who are not sure what will be the solution, this is the question to everyone, the position of the ministry and the position of DOBRE program. We are interested in the views of these organizations. When we change some system, especially such important system as local governance, the most important challenge for those who think how to do this is to overcome. You should take real decision that should be responsible. And we spoke about future participants of the 3rd cohort, but I believe that each participant, before applying, each participant should think really seriously about their own motivation, why they do it. And we got convinced that we have now 700 communities and 38, they are waiting for this, and the process is really dynamic, and we see that the most successful are those communities where true leaders won. So among the leaders of the United Communities, the most efficient ones are those where they have real leaders, heads of villages, towns, councils, local organizations. So I believe that the project, DOBRE project, it really helps to solve the problems, and at the same time it helps to improve the community, to help them to believe in themselves and their own forces. And
ініціативи, без докладення власних зусиль, без знаходження якихось своїх
some interesting creative ideas and solution of the problems. There won't be a result without solving these issues. And using this opportunity, I would like to address to all communities who didn't participate in this election. So we have 7 oblasts now, but I believe that this experience that we have in these 7 oblasts and communities, this experience will be of interest to others. And I address to all of you. Please participate actively, try your forces, because even application itself, the preparation of this application for the contest, by this you will be able to assess what opportunities you have, with whom to cooperate, with whom to work, because without the team, and my colleagues support this, without the team we won't be able to succeed and to overcome those problems, and without this we won't be able to move ahead and build the economy of the communities. That's why you should start, you should act. And one of the best communities and the head of the Association of the United Communities, he didn't win the first time, but he didn't lose, because they made proper decisions, they mobilized their efforts, and they moved forward, and the community will win. Barry?
Well, his answer was great. So, but just I will emphasize that the reform is a lot of work. The reform, what it is trying to accomplish, is large in scope. It's changing the way people think at the community level. So it's a big task, and it takes a lot of work, as these gentlemen, all of them, can talk about. And so when you join DOBRE program as well, it's a lot of work. We do not do the work for you. We want you to learn things and do things and make this reform successful. So it is a lot of work for the community and the people in it, both the staff of the Hromada, the council, even the citizens. So, but it's a lot of work, and so you need to be prepared for that, and that's really the biggest thing that communities need to understand is, am I committed to really making this a success and doing the work that I need to do. So.
Дякую. Наступне запитання.
Next question, please.
Only my vision, what should not we be afraid, and what we need, what heads should decide before the application. He should be ready that there will be very much criticism from community members. There will be very many challenges, but this criticism should be understood as the future opportunity to become better. When we were talking about transparency, about access to budget, about utilities, we have changed the procedure of appointment of utilities heads. This practice has won the Council of Europe grant, and it demonstrated fantastic results of development thanks to the lower administrative pressure. But before that, there were very many criticism, and I thought, why do I need it? Everyone criticizes me. I do not know what to do with it, but in 1 year I got results, and people started thanking me, thanking us. Before that, people didn't feel this involvement, public involvement. Now they feel it. So you should be ready, as Mr. Bererid said, to huge amount of work, and the weaknesses will turn into the strengths. I agree with the previous speakers, and I also believe that first of all the head of community should decide to go forward till the very end. If he is not ready, then he should not apply to DOBRE program grant. 1 million or 2 million, there are very many partners the DOBRE program has, so even a large amount of money can be good. Thank you, dear speakers, for your motivating speeches, and I would like to remind everyone who is ready to work hard to take part in the selection, in the competition of DOBRE program, and I would like to remind you that the 7 regions are eligible. They are Dnipropetrovsk, Ivano-Frankivsk, Kharkiv, Kherson, Kirovograd, Mykolaiv, and Ternopil regions. Those communities that have already elected the council members, and where over 5,000 members are in a community.